Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show to talk about my last recap of the night for college football. Most likely it's Arizona State can pop this upset against number 5 Washington. I want to talk about Virginia and North Carolina. I didn't expect to come on here tonight to y'all and talk about this game, but we had an upset victory. We had an upset victory. Virginia getting a 31-27 win over North Carolina. Thought it was pretty funny. 24-point underdogs, and they get the win here on the road against a I don't know if I can say good North Carolina team now, man. They might be overrated. Drake May wasn't good tonight. 24 of 48, 347 yards, 2 touchdowns. The one reception really wasn't his fault because he was thrown and he got hit as he was throwing the football. But still, man, bad loss for North Carolina. You're a top 10 team. You're ranked in the top 10. You can't let this happen. They couldn't let this happen, and they let it happen to Virginia. Just terrible. Just a terrible, terrible loss for the North Carolina Tarheels. I'll talk about some more games in this video just so I can just get those over with. So I just don't have to do separate videos on them. But this is the main game I want to talk about here. I'll go over the final scores of some other games. But yeah. Virginia's defense wasn't perfect, but it came up clutch when it needed to in that fourth quarter. The only points they gave up were a field goal. Other than that, their defense was perfect in the fourth quarter. But it was a really good back-and-forth game between both teams. But Virginia was able to run the football pretty well, I thought, tonight. Paris Jones, 14 runs, 67 yards, 4.8 yards per carry. Mike Collins, 15 runs, 66 yards, 4.4 yards per carry, 3 touchdowns. Tony Muskett, 12 runs, 66 yards, 5.5 yards per carry. So you got 2 guys with about 4.5 yards per carry, and then one with 5.5 yards per carry. That was the key. Virginia was able to run the football. I thought both teams ran the football well tonight. Omarion Hampton, 19 runs, 112 yards, about 6 yards per carry. That's just, Virginia got way more in the rushing game, having 228 total yards rushing. They were better on third downs, and the fourth downs, they were 2 of 3. Both teams had the even amount of penalties. It's just Virginia was able to control the clock 37 minutes to North Carolina's 22 minutes, keeping Drake May and that offense off the field and forcing North Carolina's defense to stay on the field for most of the game. Out of the 60 minutes, Virginia about had the ball for 40 minutes of the game. They were able to control the clock and run the football pretty efficiently as well, and pick up a lot of big third downs and fourth down plays. And their quarterback was 20 of 30, 208 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 reception. Played a pretty solid game outside the pick. Malik Washington, 12 catches, 115 and a touchdown. Good game for him. They got the biggest interception of the game when they needed it, with James Jackson after the quarterback hit. But that was the key. Was the third and fourth down plays, a bunch of big plays, and running the football for Virginia, and to waste a lot of clock in this game. Drake May, man, North Carolina, they have to look themselves in the mirror after this loss. Pretty bad loss to Virginia, who was 1-5 heading into this game, and Virginia even gave them a shot to win this game, really. They fumbled at the back of the end zone when it was going to be like, what, 38-27? Instead, they fumbled the fucking ball and it goes out the back of the end zone. They even gave them a chance, and UNC was like, nah, we'll take this L. But yeah, bad loss, though, for sure. So that's all for that game. I'll go over some other final scores. Oklahoma beat UCF 31-29. Struggle win, but a win's a win. But they definitely got to play better as Oklahoma. They can't play down the competition. Air Force beat Navy 17-6 to remain undefeated. Minnesota beat Iowa 12-10 on a controversial call there, a punt that took for a touchdown. I didn't even see him call for a fair catch. He was waving off. I know he'll say, "Oh, he's signaling, so it's a fair catch." No, he was just telling him back off. But he took for a touchdown. If you're gonna call it a fair catch, then fucking call it on the field. Don't let him take it for a touchdown. Then be like, "Nah, we're gonna reverse the call here." And if it's a quote fair catch, the Minnesota player hit him. Where's the flag? I don't get that logic from the refs. So, yeah. But 12-10, Minnesota wins that. The over-under was fucking 30 points, and both teams combined for 22. These offenses suck. Oregon beat Washington State 38-24. Tulane beat North Texas 35-28. Missouri beat South Carolina 34-12. Texas 31-24 with a struggle win. Yes, Texas with a struggle win over Houston. Got some help from the refs, but we're not gonna mention that. Michigan beat Michigan State 49-0 as expected. LSU beat Army 62-0, playing a fucking cupcake team in mid-season. Ole Miss beat Auburn 20-21. UCLA's beat Stanford right now 21-0. Washington's losing to Arizona State 7-3. But yeah, that's my main recap, was to talk about North Carolina and Virginia and go over some of the other final scores from today as well. So yeah, that's all I'm saying. Till next time, Peace.